So children, in this video we are going to solve test number 2, which is on day 30th. Actually, I wanted you all to solve the test on yourself, but many students have been requesting me to send the video of test number 2 also. So let us solve the test. For this test, time is 1 hour. Total marks is 15. First question, fill in the blanks, is for 5 marks. We can see 5 statements and we have to fill in the blanks. After that, in second question, we are having solved the following questions, and in that 5 questions are there which is for 10 marks. That means each question carries 2 marks. So in this way we will be solving this test on our page. So if you want, you can take the screenshot of this PDF of question paper. This is question number 1, fill in the blanks for 5 marks. And this is question number 2, solve the following for 10 marks. Now let us solve in our paper. So in this way I have written the question on my page. Mathematics Bridge Course Standard 8 test number 2. This is day 30th. Fill in the blanks for 5 marks. First, fill in the blank. The measure of a semicircular arc is degrees. How many degrees it is? 180 degrees. Okay, so answer is 180. Second question is amount is equal to principal plus. What is the answer? Interest. Next, the type of polynomial 2x plus 3y is 2x plus 3y, two terms are there, that means it is a binomial. Now next one is, we have given the rule of indices, one of the rules of indices, a raised to m multiply by a raised to n. There is multiplication, and when multiplication is there, base is common, what we do? We add the indices. We write the common base one time and we add the indices. M plus n will be there in the index. Now next, fill in the blank. If you read 10 pages every day, you will finish reading book in 15 days. 10 pages in 15 days. If you read 15 pages of the same book every day, you will finish the book in 10 days. Okay. Now 15 pages, 10 days. Pages were 10 previously. It takes 15 days to complete 10 pages reading. Now the pages have become 15. It takes 10 days to complete the book. That means what? Pages are increasing but number of days are decreasing. One quantity is increasing, other quantity is decreasing. So what type of proportion is this? This is an example of inverse proportion. This is not a direct proportion, this is a inverse proportion. In this way we can complete fill in the blanks question. Now let us go on the next question. If you want, you can take the screenshot of this question number 1. Now next question. Question number 2 is solve the following 10 marks. First question is, if 5 workers can weed a field in 12 days, how many days will it take to 6 workers to weed or to complete the same work? 5 workers, they take 12 days. Now workers are increasing, so number of days will be decreasing automatically. If the workers are increasing, they will take less number of days to complete the work. That means this is an example of inverse proportion. So how to start your solution? In solution you can write, this is an example of inverse proportion. Number of workers, number of days. 5 workers, number of days are 12. 6 workers, we have to find out. So we write X. Okay, because we don't know how many days 6 workers are requiring. So we have to write X. Now, as it is inverse proportion, what we have to do? In inverse proportion, multiplication is constant, and that's why 5 into 12 is equal to 6 into X. It means what? 6 into X is equal to 5 into 12. Therefore, 6 multiplied by X. What is 5 12s are 60. Now this 6 we bring on the right hand side. X as it is we write, 60 as it is we write. This 6 bring on right hand side, it becomes divided by 6. So 6 ones are 6, 6 tens are 60. X is equal to 10. This X we have taken for number of days for 6 workers. If you want here you can write let X number of days will be taken by 6 workers, and then you can write the answer statement. So let us write the answer statement now. Here we can write suppose that or let X days will be taken by 6 workers to complete the work. So, and therefore as we have got the answer X is equal to 10, what will be our answer statement? Therefore 6 workers will take 10 days to complete the work. In this way we have to complete the solution of this question. Now next question. Next question is what will be the simple interest on rupees 1700 at the rate of 10 PCPA for 2 years. So let us start the solution. Very easy sum this is. Principal is rupees 1700. Okay. Rate R is 10 PCPA. And number of years or time is 2 years. So how to find out simple interest? You all know the formula for simple interest or interest formula. What is interest formula? I is equal to P into R into N upon 100. This is the formula. So now we have to write the values in the formula. Therefore I is equal to P is 1700, R is 10, number of years are 2 upon 100. Now cancel this 2 with this 2. What is remaining? We write here 7 into 10 into 2. So 7 into 10 is 170 into 2. What is 170 into 2? 2 zeros are 0. 2 sevens are 14. 4 written, 1 carrying, 2 ones are 2 plus 1 is 3. So interest is rupees 340. Therefore, simple interest is rupees 340. In this way, we can write the answer also. Now let us go on the next question. In next question, there is division of two fractions. Minus 10 upon 11 divided by minus 11 upon 10. So let us write in the solution this question once again. Minus 10 upon 11 divided by minus 11 upon 10. See children, we all know when the division is there, division of two fractions is there, we have to convert this division into multiplication. While converting, we have to write first fraction as it is. We have to convert this division into multiplication, and we have to write second fraction reciprocal. So what is the reciprocal of minus 11 upon 10? It will be 10 upon minus 11. Now minus minus sign will become plus, minus minus plus, and what we have to do, because numerator denominator we cannot do any cancellation anywhere, So we have to multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. So 10 into 10 and 11 into 11. What will be the answer? 10 tens are 100, 11 11s are 121. So this is our answer. Now let us go on the next sum. There is this addition of two algebraic expressions. So let us solve. Solution: 13x cube minus 12y square plus 6x square minus 8y square. This is horizontal arrangement we are solving. So take out the brackets. We are taking out the brackets in the next step. In the next step, we will be writing the like terms together. There is the single term of x cube, so we write it as it is. After that, we will be writing this x squared. Okay. Then we will be writing this y square terms. Y square, there are two terms, minus 12y square minus 8y square. So we can add these two terms. First term we have to write as it is. Second term write as it is. Minus minus becomes plus, but sign will be minus. 12 plus 8 is 20 y square. So this is the answer. Now let us go on the last sum, last question. Last question is division of these two exponentials. So let us solve. Minus 12 raised to 7 divided by minus 12 raised to 7. Same base and there is division. So what we do? We write the base one time and we subtract the indices. Correct? Which formula or which rule we are applying here? We are applying the rule of division. A raised to m divided by a raised to n will be equal to a raised to m minus n. The condition is m should be bigger than n. So this rule we have to write here. Okay, this is the rule of indices. So when there is division, we subtract the indices. So what we get? Minus 12. 7 minus 7 is 0. And any number when the index is 0, what is the answer? Answer is 1. So in this way, you can complete your test. Thank you for watching this video.